What is going on, everyone? Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today, we are on Pick's Last Stand. This is a triple base matchup with some airport and comm tower support. Now, I played one game on this map before against Banjoey, who I featured on the channel before. Another player that is pretty good, you know, and yeah, I think this is a pretty cool map. Like, all in all, has a lot of very neat dynamics to it. So we're gonna see how this one goes today. So this one was sent in by the map maker for the map, and yeah, they just they sent it and they're like, hey, this is a good game. There's a good game on this map. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Now we are just going to do this little quality of life thing right away. So we are going to do Mr. Slame, who is our first player today, and DuelStriker, who is our second player today. Let's make them red fire. So we got a red versus blue scenario here today. Alrighty, folks. So like I said, we have Slame versus DuelStriker today. These are two people that I see in the live league quite often. Slame, I believe, I featured on the channel a couple times here. DuelStriker, I don't think I've featured him on the channel yet, but I have played against DuelStriker before. And very enjoyable games for sure, folks. So we have Drake and we have Lash. So Drake, as a day-to-day ability, will get +1 movement on his naval units and plus 25% defense, which is actually plus 10% defense now due to the update. His air units will lose 30% firepower, and all of his units are unaffected by rain, excluding the site in Fog of War. His normal co-power will do 1 damage globally and cut the fuel and ammo of the opposing units by half. And the super co-power will make it rain, do 2 damage globally, and also cut that fuel and ammo in half. So Drake is pretty cool. He's like Olaf Light, more or less. But the fuel drain and ammo drain gimmick that he has with his co-powers is very cool. Nobody else really does what Drake does, and that's what I kind of like him, you know? He's an interesting CO. But we also have Lash today, folks. So Lash, as a day-to-day ability, will get plus 10% firepower per terrain star. Her terrain tactics co-power will negate the movement costs across all terrain for all vehicles and infantry and all units in general. And her prime tactics will negate the movement costs across all terrain and also double the defensive stars of all terrain, which will in turn increase her firepower by basically double, depending on what terrain you're on. So Lash, very cool CO. You can do some pretty interesting things as Lash, like set up nearly unbreakable HQ captures. You can do tons and tons of damage with terrain. Like the forests become like 40% firepower, plains become 20% firepower on your super. Cities are like 60, you know, mountains are 80, HQs are also 80. You know, you can do a lot of cool stuff with Lash. Lash is a very cool CO indeed. So without further ado, folks, let's go ahead and get into this one and see what went down on the live league today. Now, I have no spoilers for this one, so I have no idea how it's going to go. So let's see. On the first few days, folks, you guys know the deal. It is the standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field, folks. It is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. So right away, let's go ahead and do this. Unit face direction. We are going right. There we go. Now things are all good and proper. The penguins are facing the right way. The red fire soldiers are facing the right way. Everything is all good in the hood. Now both players are going for the neutral property, but Slame does something a little bit different. So this is actually kind of interesting already on the first few days here. So Slame, he doesn't go for his base right away. He actually captures the neutral property here, up north there. So he's going for a little bit more income over getting the unit count up right away, which I find is kind of interesting. Now, there are some cases where that can be good. There's also cases where it can be bad. Now, let's just take a look here at the beginning of this turn, right? So he's got 5K in the bank because of this sort of movement that he did, right? That boosts up to 8k, or he had 3k, but he gets 5k per turn. He wouldn't have had 5k if he didn't actually, if he skipped that property. So because of this movement, he's actually able to get a tank out here right away on day 4, which is very cool. I mean, early tank, there's not really anything wrong with it. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe it'll be the entire difference of the entire game, just having an early tank out. Now, I do tend to find that there is quite a bit of fighting that can happen in the center here, but the majority of the fighting, well, I mean, it can happen in the center, but there's a lot of fighting that will happen on the sides too here, because the HQs are kind of isolated over here. So there's a direct line moving all the way up here to grab that HQ. So you have to be very careful on the sides, but you also can't slouch in the middle, folks. Now, Slame is jumping his infantry forward to actually cap a contested property here right away also, which is kind of neat. By getting that neutral property, it is actually going to be very good for him, because since he got the early tank out, he gets to deny this property and potentially deny this property. But DuelStriker does get the mech. So mechs are super effective on this corner over here because they have a very short reinforcement range and lots of terrain to work with. So very cool. But we do got first blood over here from DuelStriker. He goes up to interrupt the capture, doing a 7-7 trade. So Lash does not get any firepower on 0-star terrain. She's just base firepower. So unfortunately, she didn't get a very big hit right there. Kind of a pretty low hit, actually. And she gets countered pretty hard here, taken all the way down to 3. So this guy is, this infantry is doomed though, because fresh infantry moving up here is going to be able to clear it. DuelStriker is going to be able to run away with a 3 HP infantry. Maybe that's going to be effective like later on, you never know. Could be used as a blocker, could be used for like many things. So we'll see what happens there. But the infantry is taken out due to its, you know, overextension here. So that guy is, he's gone. He's gone. He's not coming back anytime soon, folks. We won't be seeing him anymore. All right, folks. So Slame brings his tank up to sit right here on the city. Very defensive terrain. Lash will get no firepower bonus attacking this unit. Be much more advisable for Lash to kind of hang back, maybe sit on the city, and wait until she can get on bigger terrain to take an attack here, without a doubt. Slame going in with the tank chain over on the left-hand side here, though, so very cool. Ooh, so DuelStriker goes in for a skip right here. Don't know how I really feel about that skip. I mean, technically the skip could be interrupted by the tank right here, but I mean, if you go and interrupt that, that's basically just leaving your tank open to a Lash City Strike, which is not really great overall. I think DuelStriker is doing the smart thing right here, building a tank right here also, because if Slame goes down here, you'll have no counter to the tank coming up here. You could potentially lock it in here. You know, you can trap him and then build a tank and then hope that maybe this infantry goes up here and then can't break him out next turn. I think that's about it. We do have an engagement over here, though. Not a very good engagement once again. So that engagement ended up being a 7-7 trade once again. Same as the infantry over here. So, yeah, not the best trade. Probably would have just hung back for a little while, but it does take this tank all the way down to 5. This guy's sitting at 3. He can go back and get some heal zone. We can bring in another tank. But that did kind of ward the tank away from this section, which is pretty good for DuelStriker, I would say. And we get the comm tower interrupted. Another 7-7 trade. Like, a lucky number 7, I guess. Or maybe unlucky number 7. Who knows? Who knows, folks? Alright, DuelStriker is going to be going for that comm tower over there as well. So if Lash does get double comm tower, she is going to be insanely powerful, folks. Double tower Lash is a force to be reckoned with. That's a guaranteed 120% firepower on all of her units, 130 on planes, 140 on forests, 150 on cities, 160 on mountains, but that doesn't really happen too often. But like, oh my god, the firepower would be unreal. Now this guy is definitely going to go and interrupt. But it does look like we are going to be at least acquiring one comm tower. A 6-6 trade. Okay, a little bit different now. A little bit different. Not too shabby. That's not going to work. That is not going to happen. Not with the battlecopter buy and the tank move over here. Yeah, that's not going to go through anymore. Unfortunately. Tanks are moving mid. Double hit on the infantry. Not too shabby. Alright, so pretty good map control over here from Slame. Pushing these guys over here. That does more or less control the center. Lash is going to have to sort of tiptoe her way up here. But still favor Lash on the day-to-day, without a doubt. You know, her units are just, like, insanely powerful. Good joint cap over there from DuelStriker. Interrupting the capture instead of attacking the tank. I guess that's fine. That does... I mean, this tank is... It's pretty doomed. But we interrupt, so... We do deny a little bit of income for a little while. Double load up on the lander and the double drop. Very cool. Got the anti-air build to counter the battlecopter up here. Both players are sitting at 17,000 funds right now, so that's not really too bad of a place to be in the grand scheme of things when it comes to funds. You know, we can effectively buy quite a few units, so that's not too bad. Infantry are moving forward with the artillery reinforcement over here on the right-hand side. And yeah, this tank is definitely done for, all the way down to 1. And we got a double infantry hit. Ooh, that's a spicy attack right there, folks. That is a spicy one. So Lash is kind of drowning over here at the moment. Got quite a few units surrounding. Got the Penguin army marching forward over here. But DuelStriker's main force is over here. But the problem is now, DuelStriker could potentially bring his force over here, but then he's got to deal with a battlecopter. Anti-air is not really in a super good position to reinforce yet. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could reinforce up to this line right here, diagonal where the city is, but that's about it for the anti-air at least. Another infantry drop from that lander, very nice. Brings the units back. Doesn't actually put the unit on the city too, which I think is smart because one Penguin soldier over here could luck his way into taking that guy out. So I think that's a very smart move. Slame does not want to attack into this, folks. That's a dangerous place to attack into. I think DuelStriker made the right call here in pulling these guys back. Did buy the battlecopter here though, so that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered where you put that anti-air. This was still a free shot no matter what. But unless this tank wants to move in, we are going to get that cap. Oh, and we are going for a cap over here as well. There is almost no possibility of interrupting this cap without like a full yeet. You know, you have to go full yeet mode in order to be able to stop this cap. You could go 1, 2, and then you could forego your own capture. You know, 1, 2, or probably attack from here, 1, 2, and then interrupt with like 7. Or you could go that, and then 7, and then interrupt with the full HP. But if you do that, you are losing pretty much almost all those infantry. I mean, the artillery right there is just going to blast you to smithereens. But unless Slame actually builds a battlecopter, or not a battlecopter, but an anti-air. Ooh, anti-air in the middle. Are we going to... No, we can't buy another anti-air. This is a... I guess it's not the worst spot, because we can go here, and then we can actually bring it over here. But it's still a little bit slower to reinforce over here. 22,000 funds over here from the DuelStriker. Oh my god, we bring the tank up. We send the tank forward to take out that cap and infantry. What a move. What a move. Now that is going to lose a tank. because we do have Battlecopter Tank Strike right here. Now that might not be enough to finish it actually. No, it's not enough. It's actually not enough to finish it because Drake's copters are really bad. So yeah, no, this guy is gonna survive, and then we're gonna take the copter as a trade, and we have 2 tanks backed up. So if he does go for that attack, no, he's doomed. There's nothing he can do. That Battlecopter is gonna be eaten alive, folks. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. Okay, so we don't move the mech. We got artillery. We don't bother going in for that because that is not worth it. We're already ahead in funds, so there's not really a lot of reason to go in for that attack. We are going to be losing this property, so that's going to bring it a little bit even. So I guess this is going to be an even game after this turn. Yeah. So yeah, that just makes it an even game. So that's fine. It's not like the worst thing ever. Oh, he does go for the attack. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is dangerous. This is some dangerous stuff over here, folks. Like I was saying, this is a guaranteed tank clear and now guaranteed Battlecopter clear, and we have 3 healthy infantry. This guy's going to be at 8 HP next turn. We're going to be taking that comm tower, and that puts us in a very dangerous situation because there is almost nothing stopping us from getting to that HQ. Like 2 infantry, that's not going to stop us. We're going to have to bust out a classy medium tank. Boo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web is the classy medium tank, as you guys know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that at least 50% of you folks watching are watching just for the medium tank buy. Pretty sure. Okay, folks. Wonderful. Slame, classiest man of the match so far. Does do a nice little shift over here, though. So instead of fighting forward over here, brings his units back, attacks right here. So that's doing quite a bit of damage. This doesn't really cover, like, much. This Battlecopter is going to be able to get away scot-free with an attack on this tank right here. That's gonna be a rough one. So we don't go for that one. So we still can get a scot-free hit on this tank though with the Battlecopter. Like that's easy. Oh, we don't clear the tank though. We went in with the injured tank. Okay, so that makes sense. But we do get a clear on the infantry, and like I said, this is very, very dangerous over here, folks. Like insanely dangerous. Like I am fearing for this HQ right now. Day 13, Slame, 23 units, is losing the day-to-day battle here, but Drake, as we know, has the global damage, folks. That global damage is the all-time equalizer of Advanced Wars by Web. You press the global damage button, that is just basically saying, I'm winning now. Boom! What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. Then Lash is gonna have to figure out something crafty. You know, she's an intelligent, crazy, psychotic person. She could probably figure it out, but we'll find out. Oh, and the tank moves up and it hits this infantry over here, doing all the way down to 5, and then the mech moves in, taking it all the way down to dead. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the classy boys moving in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could potentially move the classy boy onto the HQ next turn, but if I was DuelStriker, I would probably move one of my tanks directly on that HQ. You know what? We would have to move one on the HQ. We would have to block the medium tank with like the 2 HP. And then we would have to move, we would have to clear this infantry. And then we would just have to start join capping. But we have nothing to actually take out the medium tank. So all of our units here would have to be used to just hold the medium tank back. And tactically, Slame could just bust out Battlecopters. and be able to hold him back. But he's got the Typhoon, folks. The Typhoonery has been popped, and the global damage is done. Let's just take a quick look at that once again here, folks. Look at this. DuelStriker sitting at 103,800 value. Pops the Typhoon, automatically taken all the way down to 81,300. That is like a 20,000 and some change super co-power right there, folks. So wonderful, wonderful co-power. And the rest of the units on the left-hand side or right-hand side are moving in. So technically this battlecopter can still go in and attack something on this side, but the only thing that he can really effectively attack that's not like immediately counter would be something down here. So he could potentially go for this infantry. We could get a clear on... Probably, well, we could definitely get a clear on this infantry because we can attack with artillery and then we can attack with infantry or attack with tank. Then we can get an attack on this tank, but it's not really going to do like a whole lot. Right? So I think the old DuelStriker here is in a little bit of a pickle because his HQ cap idea over here is not going to work the way that he intended it to. So he might have to pull back and get some heals and go back up. But if you sit back for too long, then you kind of lose your momentum for the HQ capture. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what DuelStriker decides to do here, folks. Let's see what he does. So first thing he does is he goes for an attack on the infantry, and then we do a double cap. Okay, cool. So we're not going to even bother going for the HQ. That is a fool's errand. We are going to go for these two captures over here. And we take an attack on this guy right here. And tactically, we could go in with the tank, but the medium tank, Classy Boy over here, is going to be countering us if we go in and do that attack. So maybe not the most advised attack, but definitely injure the infantry, so that's cool. I like that. I like that idea. We should probably... This guy is fine. Actually, he's fine. I mean, we have to keep that anti-air alive. Okay, we built another anti-air, so that's fine. But yeah, if we lose this anti-air over here, then we are done for. We're absolutely done for if we lose that anti-air right away. Alright, but Slame pushing in, folks. We got a few little proxy fights over here, but then we're pulling back over here because that is not worth it just yet. It looks like we might... I'm not quite sure what Slame's plan is at the moment, but it looks like he might be planning on just trying to overrun the base, because he's got lots of units over here in position. So overrunning the base might be the idea, but I don't know if it's really gonna... I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. So we got prime tactics. Super core power. Boom. Savage. That's the 80% firepower right there, folks. Ooh, another 80% firepower attack. Going in, trying to clear the infantry. Oh, and we are going to town over here. We are sending it. And we join cap? Oh my lord. What an attack. What an attack, folks. Join capped and everything. Okay, so we are going to be trying to acquire this comm tower. And we're going to be trying to acquire this. Now, this is going to be kind of a weak attack. It might be able to do... I think, yeah, it should do 4 damage. Like, that shouldn't really be anything too crazy. But he doesn't go for that attack. Okay, so he's going to be giving up 1 city. And because he doesn't attack this, it is actually likely that we're going to see a double tower lash over here pretty soon. The 15. Day 15. Let's see. Okay, so we do manage to get the properties. So it is, once again, it's an even game. We are... I think it would probably be a good idea. No, we can't because this battlecopter is in range, so... We kind of have... Would he go in and take this attack, though? That's the question. Would Slame? Is Slame the kind of person to go up and attack with his classy medium tank and a battlecopter? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he's that kind of guy. But this battlecopter is getting work over here. This Lash battlecopter, absolutely no offensive bonuses over here. Just getting it done. Uncontested, just running circles around Drake. But Drake is able to box it in now, technically. So that the reign of the battlecopter should be over. Yep, we box it in. Absolutely justified. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, tank right there. Battlecopter gets out again, so we have to watch out for that. We don't have a full surround of that unit. Or it's not as full surrounded as we think it is, but I wonder if DuelStriker is going to see this opportunity. Because the last thing that we can do with this guy is break him free and then maybe attack this battlecopter. That's probably the last thing that we can do. So we don't do it. We attack the tank. I think a battlecopter probably would have been a better thing to attack, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? Beep, 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 beep. 2 tower Lash in the house, though, folks. This is going to be unreal. So, DuelStriker is playing on increment. Doesn't build any units. Doesn't build any units at all. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, 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 the Lord, Lord, the Lord, the Lord. This is not good for the DuelStriker. But that doesn't mean next turn he's going to have 42,000 funds to work with. So, I mean, we could build some pretty cool stuff with 42,000 funds. Let's see what he decides to do. Oh, 38,200 because of heals. Ah, the dream is over, folks. The dream is over. We get a clear on an artillery. We sack a mech into a tank. Builds the classy medium tank. What a guy. I would have accepted... Well, I 100% accept classy medium tanks. I would also accept... mega tanks. You know, mega tanks are very nice. Yeah. That's about it. Alright. So we get a clear on the healing unit here, and Slame is going in. So pops the co-power and then moves his entire army. His entire army down here has moved in, and this medium tank cannot really go too far. But look at the sheer amount of battlecopters in this medium tank up north too. Like, Slame is pushing hard. Builds another classy boy. And it's day 18. We have a prime tactics over here from DuelStriker. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does with this prime tactics. Now, there's no way we can dislodge this medium tank. So I'm curious to see what we are going to do. So we're going to interrupt. We're going to break through, and we're going to get a battlecopter clear. So I think that's a pretty good plan right there. Not really much else that we can do at the moment. So we also pull back to the other army because we can't fight into the medium tank. So we attack what we can here, we pull back over here, and we wait for Slame to push out. Alright, we got a clear, got 2 clears. Oh, we lost the battlecopter. And now, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dearest me. The base is surrounded, folks. Actually, it's not. Psych. Ha, there's a shoal. Had you wondering? Had you worrying? Did I? No. Don't worry, folks. This tank can still get out because there's a shoal right there. Boom. He's going to be able to get out and do some amazing things. Unfortunately, this classy medium tank can't really do too much because of this little pesky artillery, which is perfectly covering all the units that he's able to hit. Ooh, the battlecopters are going to the right-hand side. This is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright, we are going to get a repair on the lander. Okay. So this is actually not that bad of an idea. So unfortunately, it does cost money to repair the lander. But it has been very, very effective in funneling the units. So I think we do want to keep it alive. Builds another classy medium tank right here. So absolutely gorgeous. You love to see it, folks. This is quite the medium tank show that we have going on here. What is Slame going to do, though? Because he's got this medium tank that's locked in over here. The only way that we can actually dislodge this medium tank right now would be a double copter attack. And if we go in for a double copter attack, well, there's a possibility that we might lose 2 copters. Now, we'll probably only lose 1 because we would need to go here and we would need to go here. Then technically, medium tank could just go right here. But that does leave the medium tank in range of a lash with 2 comm towers on a city with an artillery. That would be not very good for Mr. Slame. Not be very good at all. Oh, we let the medium tank out? No. Oh, this is bad. This is actually... Oh, well, it's not like super bad, but this is like kind of bad for Slame. This is kind of bad for Slame. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually kind of unfortunate. Now, it's not like super unfortunate, especially with the battlecopter reinforcement, but there is a possibility here for something, right? So, ooh, he doesn't actually break it free, so medium tank is done for. So that is quite unfortunate. So technically, so Lash can just attack right here with this medium tank and then move this medium tank right here and do a huge hit on this artillery. Now that would technically base lock it, leaving... Oh, and this medium tank can't actually reach. So if I were DuelStriker, I would probably just base lock myself, go and take the attack over here, and then just build like another battlecopter. I think that's what I would do. That's what he does. All right, cool, beautiful. I mean, that's too good not to take. I mean, if we don't attack that artillery right now, it's gonna base lock us. It's gonna do like, I don't know, like 4 damage. And then we got battlecopter moving in. Then we got 2 tanks moving in. Then we got medium tank coming in like next turn. Like, yeah, we have to do that. We have to base lock ourselves. There's no question there. It's like we either base lock ourselves for 1 turn, or we lose the base, and that's it. Slame, he's got co-power, right? So he could pop the co-power, do a little bit of damage here, move in the rest of his units once again and surround it, wait for the classy boy to come in. But now his push is kind of ruined over here, so I don't know if it's really gonna work. We really have to cover this tile though. Like, I mean, I guess yeah, okay, we're gonna cover the tile. We're going for the capture too, so that's nice. That's a good little turret. Ooh, another classy boy over here from Slame. Slame and DuelStriker, they know what's up, folks. They know what's up. All right. Ooh, DuelStriker. Oh my lord, this 8 HP infantry is directly en route to capture this HQ. Now, unfortunately, it's not like a full HP infantry, but I mean, it is 8 HP, and we have multiple anti-airs. Another anti-air coming over here. This could... Aw, we got the classy boy coming in. There we go. There we go. Get that bad boy on the HQ. And an artillery. Oh, boy. Good job, Slame. What a beautiful move right there, folks. What a beautiful move. Ooh, and these copters, because they're wimpy old Drake copters, we're not getting the clears. Now, technically, if we had actually popped our co-power right now, we would be able to clear both of these guys, I'm pretty sure. Because this would be a guaranteed clear right there. This guy would be at 2. We could actually bring in one more tank and get the clear here. So, I mean, we could have possibly done that. But, I mean, this is fine too. I mean, there's not really anything overly wrong with this for sure. We are going for the HQ cap, folks. It's happening. It's happening. We full surround. Oh my god. And we just start attacking everything, folks. We attack everything over here. We're not even going to worry about it. We're out of time. We only have one shot and one opportunity to seek everything we ever wanted for one moment. And we are going for it, folks. DuelStriker is going for it right flipping now. Now, this is interesting, too, because I don't think this copter has the potential to clear this. So we get one extra day with a cap. So this is going to be wild, folks. Oh, we got the medium tank surrounded down here now. So this guy is... Yeah, this is it. This is it, folks. This is the only thing that we have. So we have to get this HQ. If we do not get this HQ, this game is 100% done, and Slame is going to be the winner. Yeah, he doesn't clear. He does not clear. He doesn't clear. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. It's going to be good. Okay. Prime tactics. Let's go. Let's go. Prime tactics. Okay. So we do the thing, right? So we do the thing. We capture. So if this guy even gets clipped once, that's GG. We have to figure out how we are going to get through this without letting this guy get clipped even once. I think that does it. I think that does it. I think that does it, folks. Oh boy, it's Slame's turn. Is he gonna be able to clear? He doesn't clear. He doesn't clear. And he resigns. The DuelStriker is the winner by HQ cap. What a absolute legend right there, folks. Capping the HQ. 3-day capture. Through a typhoon. And just throws everything else away on the entire field because there's absolutely no point to even bother fighting with those guys. This man's fighting on increment for like half the game. Completely skips a build day and then still manages to get the prime tactics HQ cap at the end. Bravo, DuelStriker, but bravo to Slame too. I mean, absolutely, this was a phenomenal display of pure carnage over here, folks. Absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, you know, for Slame, DuelStriker was just a little bit quicker over here, and he just had a super crafty plan, and it worked out for him, folks. So, what an absolute legend. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that one. I definitely had fun with that one. It was a very cool matchup. So, if you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe. Or if you want to support the channel further, you could consider becoming a channel member. And until next time, folks, that's going to be all. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.